Hi kids, I'm back. So for reading this week, we're going to practice poetry again. And we did poetry last week, and a lot of you did really good at finding the rhyming words in the poem about rags. So before I show you a new poem we're going to do together, we're going to practice matching some rhyming words. I have some pictures here for you, and I'm going to read them to you, and then I'm going to ask you what word rhymes with the other word. And you can tell me your answers, okay, and help me solve this. So let's read them quick. Up top we have a hat, socks, pan, rug. On the bottom row we have fox, bug, van, bat. Okay, you ready? Now I know I can't hear you right now, but I still want you saying the answers, okay? So let's do this first picture on the bottom, fox. Does fox rhyme with hat, socks, pan, or rug? What do you think? Good job. If you said socks and fox, they rhyme. Good job. Let's do bug. Does bug sound like hat, pan, rug? What do you think? Rug. Good job. They both have the ending, the ug sound. It's a UG, that ug. So we have rug, bug, socks, fox. We have two more. All right, ready? Van. V-an. So remember, listen to that ending sound. An. That'd be hat, pan. Which one ends with the an? Good job. Pan and van. See if I can drag it up there. Rhyme. So the last one we already know. It's the only one left, but let's make sure. Bat, hat. Do they have the same ending sound? They have that at sound, the A-T. So let's drag the bat to the hat. And we are correct. So good job, guys. So now I'm going to show you your work for this week. If you pick up your packet, it's on page 6. Now Ms. Henderson's going to read this poem to you over here. It's called The Little Red Apple. And I'm going to go through it with you and find the rhyming words and ask you some questions about it. And then your homework is actually going to be the 5 little monkeys in a tree. But let's do the little red apple together first. So I wrote it down so it's nice and big. And why do you think I wrote the title of the poem in red? Because it's about a red apple. So let's go ahead and read it. If we hear rhyming words, we're going to stop and circle them. And let's use a color, you know, we don't use gray too often. It kind of gets left out. Let's use gray. Okay. So let's read it. And if you hear rhyming words, remember, you can do a thumbs up so I know that you found them. Here we go. A little red apple grew high in a tree. I looked up at it. It looked down at me. Oh, I guess the apple's he's looking down. He goes, oh, there's a little person down there. All right, I'm going to read them one more time because there's some rhyming words. See if you can find them. A little red apple grew high in a tree. I looked up at it. It looked down at me. Did you hear 2 words that sound the same? Good job. Tree and me. They have that E sound at the end. Tree, M-E. Let's keep going. See if we can find some more. Come down, please, I said, and that little red apple fell right on my head. Did you hear some more? All right, that's kind of silly. That little red apple, he goes, whoop, there's a person down there. I'm going to bonk him on the head. Let's read it again. Come down, please, I said, and that little red apple fell right on my head. Did you hear 2 words that have the same ending sound? Good. Ed and head. They have that ed sound at that end, the end of the word. Said and head. So this poem, it only had 2 sets of rhyming words. Tree and me and said and head, but we found them all. So that's awesome. So that's our poem. And I'm just going to ask you some questions about it. You can help me. I'm going to write down my answers. And the questions I'm doing are from the packet. So I'm going to get a new sheet of paper out. First things first, it's always the same. I pick up my pencil and I write my name. So let me see what questions they have for us. Oh, and I can't forget the date. So for today for Ms. Henderson, it is May, uppercase M, this is the name of the month, 9th, 2020. Okay, so for my questions that I'm going to answer for the Little Red Apple, they're down here. It says, what in the story that this poem tells, what is the story that this poem tells about us? So what happened in the beginning, in the middle, and the end? And we've done a lot of that before. So I'm going to answer those questions. So in the beginning, what happened? I can always go back to my poem and look. Little red apple grew high up in a tree. I looked up at it. So the first thing is this little person in the poem, he looked up at the apple. So I'm going to write that. So first, uppercase letters is the first letter of the word in the sentence. F, R, T. I forgot to draw my lines. Let me count out my words first. First, I'm guessing it's a kid. I don't know for sure. So first, the kid looked up. So I have 5 words. 1, finger space, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go down here so I don't run out of room. 5. And what goes at the end of your sentence? Very good job. So first, the. That's one of our words. Big line down, little line. H. First, the kid. C or K. I-D. Looked. Now, looked was actually in my poem, so I can go back and copy it. And if I like this word, because if you cover up the ending, the ED, that's one of our words. Look, right? So looked is our word, and you just add the ED. Look. Up. And up is one of our words. We like that word because how do you spell it? U-P. You should remember that. First, the kid looked up. Okay, and my question was, what happened in the beginning, middle, and the end? So first, the kid looked up. Then what happened in the poem? And I can go back and read it if I need to. Then, the apple, remember, it looked down at the little kid. Let me count my words. Then, the apple looked down. That's 5 words again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Period. Then. That's 2 letters. Remember the T-H, E, the. And I can copy it because I already wrote it once. Apple. Apple is in the title of my poem, so I can copy it. Apple. A-P-P. Looked. We already wrote looked once. I fixed my D. Looked. Down. Down. Oh, and that's in my poem too. So I can copy it. Down. Down. And so I told what happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle. Now I'm going to tell what happened at the end. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to run out of time. But I'm going to finish my poem in a couple minutes. So I'm going to show you guys what I want you to do for your work this week. So let's go back. If you have your packet, again, it's on page 6. If you don't, you can just pause the video and you can copy down the poem like I did or have somebody read it to you and help you. So your poem this week is 5 Little Monkeys in a Tree. I'll read it to you. It says, 5 little monkeys swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, you can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, quiet as can be. Snap! 4 little monkeys swinging in a tree. And you keep going until all the monkeys are gone. So read the poem, find the rhyming words. Then I want you to write down your answers to these questions and try to do complete sentences like Miss Henderson did. So your questions are, who are the characters in the poem? That's your first question. What do you think the word teasing means? And then it says, continue reciting the poem with the appropriate numbers until all the monkeys are snapped up by the alligator. So kind of like I told you, you start with 5. And you're going to go down all the way So there's no monkeys left. So I look forward to seeing your guys' answers to that. Have fun with this poem. I love you very much, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.